Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ivan.
And I'm Mike.
And we're continuing the build on our RV. As last time we got it back to the shop, it got back nice and sound. Everything was working on the engine side, but we weren't working on the generator side and the parts inside were not working. So let's go inside and see what we've been up to. Alright guys, so we're down here where the problem was, where it got salvaged out and the fire damage. And I just started taking it apart. So I got this panel off, I got the bottom panel off, I got this little dash, took it apart, and I started looking at the wires. So I started stripping down the wires one by one wherever it got melted together. And a lot of them they were melted, but they weren't touching each other. So I cleaned them up, and I pretty much replaced all the fuses with the ones that burn out and they light up, so it'd be easier to find. But there was a lot of fuses that were burned, that were bad on this thing, but all this was good. And actually this one was in charge of like the brake lights and all the other sides of the parts, so that was all working really good, so that's a good sign. The next thing I noticed was a lot of these ductings were bad, so we're gonna have to find some new ones, but this should be a pretty easy fix. This is just for the AC, for the heat and everything like that to work, so not a biggie. Next thing is we have the radio, and we're gonna have to upgrade this guy. It wasn't working. I found a blown fuse for it though, but we ordered another one, so we'll see what we get when it comes in. Alright guys, I did find some wires that were really bad, that was really melted, like these connections. As you guys see, when I was peeling back, it ripped it and it exposed the wires. So I cut this one and I spliced them together where it wasn't burnt or melted at all, and I got that nice and clean. The next thing to do is check the other fuses, guys, by the generator and by the control panel. So let's go out there. Alright guys, so here is the generator that we have, and right now it's got one circuit breaker right here. I've been learning a lot of things about this. I've been looking online, and there's no power to it whatsoever. And I did figure out how to get power to it. You actually have to turn on the batteries, and then this will have power to it. Let's go back there and check out the inverter, where the batteries are. And I did some research and I read you guys' comments. So these are the house batteries. So this is what everything would run off. So we took them off, we cleaned the cable ends, and we got them charged. And it's looking good. And then we figured out you are supposed to actually, there's an on and off switch for these inside the cab. So I figured that out. We got them on, we got some power inside, but let's check out the other stuff. Let's check out this inverter. So right here is the inverter, and I'm still learning about it. It's flashing and things like that. And then we have the fuses right here. So I did check all these fuses. There was a bunch that were blown. I replaced them. They haven't blown yet since. And then also we found this guy in the back, and it's kind of melted. After doing some research, we figured out this is for the auto leveling. We are having power to it, so most likely we just got to replace this module. I did find one online, so we're gonna order that one. We're still actually looking for the box cover for this to see what fuses for what, and just to cover this up. So if you guys know where I can get one of those, let me know. But let's go inside and let's try to start the generator.
Okay, so our main control panel is inside right here. Basically tells us what's going on, you know, our battery lights and stuff like that, for sure. So our main battery, I'm gonna turn that on, and then our auxiliary battery. We had a fault code that came up. I mean, I don't know how to check that out, what's going on. If you guys know some information on that, let us know. That'd be great. Definitely learning a lot of things about this. So it says fault, can't be good.
But look, we can see, we heard some noises, things on.
Yeah, some things are turning on. So I don't know if AC is going on or fans or.
Well, the AC controller turned on. Did the inverter turn on?
No.
So this is not powering up, so we still have to figure that out. This guy's not powering up, and then this guy, we still have to replace the module, and hopefully that'll be it.
Leveling it out, so.
But we got the slides to work, right?
Yeah, yeah. Our main battery's good power right now. Auxiliary power's good. We're full on, all right, great, that's fresh water, got a lot of fresh water. So let's try to turn on the quiet generator.
How do you do that, Michael?
One of these controllers here, if you just splice these two wires together. No, I'm just kidding. There should be something. There we go. The switch that says generator. Not too bad. So. Nice. A little delayed there, but hey, why not? That is pretty quiet though. Not even bad at all. I mean.
So start right up. And that generator should what? Charge the batteries or?
Yeah, basically all the auxiliary stuff inside the house stuff, basically. So lights, AC, refrigerator, I'm thinking. Hopefully charge the batteries too.
Well, let's get the multimeter and let's check it out.
Yeah.
We got the generator running, so we got to make sure that the generator is charging the batteries. So we have everything that's going to be working inside. So we should be around 14 volts. And right there, we're at 14.3, which is really good. That means these batteries are fully charged, and it's going to be keeping a charge on it. But let's check our main batteries too, so make sure it's charging these batteries for the engine start. Not charging it.
Not charging?
No, it's not charging. So we have to figure out why. Why is that? So.
Yeah, right.
Well, actually, it is going up. So it's just maybe the batteries are a little dead. So it's charging them up
Slowly.
So we'll check again in a couple minutes, and then we go back to the inverter. It technically says it's on. The breakers are on. So let's go inside and let's try plug something in and see if it works. Let's plug it in and see if it turns on. It is flashing right now because it does have a little battery in there, but look at that. So our inverter is working. So that's a really good sign. Turn it on. Very nice, very nice. But the problem is it's not showing us. So this little display, it should be lighting up and telling us what's going on, but nothing's working. So we still have to try to figure out this and this and this, so, and why we have a fault. But a little more research, we'll get it done. So
as long as with all the updates and electrical stuff, you know, trying to figure that out, we're gonna update this place as well. Remodeling, basically a house in here. So working on the floors. Check it out. We went ahead and stripped it all down. Basically just upkeep it, freshen it up. The old flooring is a little, you know, outdated. Yeah, so for sure. We got some options over here. I think this is the one we're going with. It's gonna look really fancy, for sure. And some LED lights and stuff like that, so it's gonna look pretty fresh. Let's go ahead and turn that AC on though, since we got the generator running. It's gonna get hot in here. Oh yeah. Let's go to cool. Nice. Alright.
all right, let's see if it turns on.
Hopefully. This is 94 in here. It's kind of hot.
But we got the floor all removed, all the way down. Oh, is it working, Michael?
Yeah. Oh yeah, much better. Solar monitor. Nice.
So let's cool it down inside, and then let's go outside and talk about what we're gonna do on the outside.
Okay.
All right, guys, so we're back here on the back of the RV where the engine is, and we want to do some maintenance to it. So we want to change the oil in it, we want to change the fuel filters on it, water separator, we probably want to do some shocks. We noticed one of the wheel bearings is leaking, so we're going to order a new wheel bearing. And I think the power steering pump, when I was underneath there, it was leaking. So we want to fix all that, because if we're going to do a road trip on it, we don't want to break on the road. So it's like pre-maintenance a little bit, but we're going to let it cool off inside. Let's hit the road to our local Freightliner dealer and see if they have the parts in stock. Alright guys, so I just got back from the store and I actually had a lot of things in stock. Yes, check out. This is the engine oil diesel filter. Huge, so that's pretty sick. We got new couplers. You know, ours look really dry rotted. We got those. We got a new fuel filter. That is a water separator for fuel. We got a new axle seal, so we're gonna fix that axle seal. We got some shocks, so a lot of fun stuff. And a new power steering pump because ours was leaking. So this is like only like $200. It's definitely worth doing it right now than on the road. So, and then also we drove to the cat store. No, we drove to the Cummins store, and we got the new oil filter, air filter, and a water separator or something like that for the generator. So we're gonna maintenance that too. And then we get all the oils from Advance. So, but right now we're actually gonna do the floors. We got all our flooring. All our flooring came in, so we're gonna knock that out really quick.
Alright everybody, so that's all the time we have for today. It's looking really good. I mean, this marble floor looks really clean. Honestly, like, better than OEM, for sure. I just love all the space. Definitely some progress. Still a lot of work ahead of us, but it's coming. So, make sure you turn on the notification bell, subscribe, and next episode we're going to go ahead and do all that maintenance, the shocks, the struts on there, the oil filters, oil change, all that good pre-maintenance. So, getting ready for that road trip.
And also, what about the inverter part thing?
If you guys know some information, go ahead and let us know. I mean, we've got to get that figured out. All those fuses and stuff not working, the fault codes. Who knows? There's a lot of challenges ahead of us, but it's a learning curve, and we'll figure it out. There's always YouTube for that, you know. So make sure you stay tuned. Until next time.